Welcome. Here's what's new in Digital Rockhound's Companion version 4.10. So the big new feature here is online geologic data that can be geologic map data that can be displayed on the map builder. So I'm going to switch over to the map builder. All right, so I am going to select some map layers to put on my map. There we go. We're going to zoom out a little. So there we go. So there is municipality, county, and state boundary layer boundaries for the state of Ohio. So I'm going to add OpenStreetMap to the background. There we go. This is an OpenStreetMap layer provided by free OpenStreetMaps provided by openstreetmaps.org. Okay, so now I'm going to add geologic map data. So the geologic map data comes from an organization called microstrat.org, which started out as a research project, I believe, at the University of Wisconsin. So their mission statement is to assist researchers and agencies on making their geologic data available online via a live map tile server. So I've selected microstrat in my drop down, so now I'm going to click my add layer button, and there we go. Here's a geologic map of Summit County, Ohio. So I'm going to just tweak and adjust the transparency of the geologic data so I can see OpenStreetMap underneath it. So here we go. So now we have a very cool geologic map that we of Summit County. So now so what you're seeing right now is the different colors are age groups of rock formations. These are typically what's exposed or what the bedrock is composed of here in Summit County. So if I want to know specifically what's at a point, I can hold down the control key and left mouse click, what'll happen is the slider open and it'll show you information for this map marker that was dropped onto the map. So what we're seeing is the summary of the geology beneath that point. And so in the summary, what we get the geologic age of the rock groups, epoch names, and then relative epoch names, and then absolute age dates, assuming that they're available. So for each grouping, you'll have a title and a description. And again, as you can see, it can vary quite a bit. The lower group here is just Paleozoic, so it's everything older than Mississippian. And it just says Paleozoic sedimentary rocks. That's not super descriptive. So now, but the Mississippian formation here, which is that dark gray-green color, it's an undivided group of several formations, the Maxwell Limestone, Rushville, Logan, and Cuyahoga formations. And then so underneath that is you see a description of those rock types. So in this data here is actually compiled from regional data that's been collected in Summit County. So again, this is the type of information that's available through the fine people at Microstrat. And again, full transparency and here is that microstrat.org doesn't own the data that's being displayed. It's again accumulation of geologic data that mankind has accumulated to date, and I'll show you that here in a second. So if you want to see a different location, so here's this cool looking tan colored rock formation. So I'm going to then just hold down the control key, click again, it moves the map marker to right there, and if I re-expand that, and here we have the summary, it's changed. So this tan colored zone is a formation, the Ohio Shale, and there is a pretty good description of it. Now, what's the usefulness of this? Oh, this is going to be really cool for those who are out rock collecting, rock mineral and fossil collecting. Here in Ohio, in particular, if you're fossil collecting, it's going to be great to know exactly what zones have rocks of different ages. Because if I'm here in the Devonian Shale, all right, I might be able. I'm going to be looking for brachiopods and etc. Where if I'm in the Mississippian rock above it, yeah, the brachiopods are less common. So again, that's just an easy use case of why this information is useful. Let me do one more thing that way. If I go ahead and I can add a layer to my map that shows the mines for Ohio. I'm going to add that. So now what we have is we've got OpenStreetMap layer, and we've actually got mine locations plotted, and we have the geology, regional geology setting of those mine locations. And again, if I tweak my map one more time and say, okay, I'd like to see the names of these mines, I can simply click on this add label layer for the mines, and there we go. So now we have a fully interactive mind map with geologic data and street maps for any point that certainly it's any point in North America here. So let me just show off the full scale of this geology data. I'm going to turn off the mine stuff for right now. I'm going to turn off OpenStreetMap too. Okay, so now what we have is we just have the boundary layers for Ohio, and I'm going to collapse my map legend so we can see this better. So there we go. So we have Ohio, you can see Lake Erie above it, Michigan, Canada above. Again, this is just showing off the scale of this data that's all for free out there on the internet. So here is the geologic map of the entire world at your fingertips. This is pretty cool, people. So, upgrade to the latest version, and please enjoy the geologic maps. Thank you.